Hey guys, Kinger here, bringing you another video. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys some ways that I get extra points in champion training event, along with some ways of making um, your leveling more effective in a way. Hopefully, some of these things will help you guys for uh, trying to get 6 stars a lot more easier and whatnot. So I'm going to show you some ways. But first off, right now we have a champion training event going on. It's on for 5 days. Well, it was on for 5 days, but this is later on in the in the first day here. So as you guys can see here, I'm about 1843 out of 12,500, and I shouldn't have too hard of a time to get this. And I'll show you guys what I do. So there is some things that you guys should try to do to make it easier on yourself. Some things you should try to avoid. Um, One of the easiest ways of doing it is that I always have some stuff set up ahead of time, which is like, if I have some 20s that'll be changed up to 3 stars. I have some 3 stars ready ahead of time, and I try not to uh, transfer them to, like, the 4 stars and 5 stars and all that stuff until I either champion training event is on, or I need it for, I get a legendary I want to level up. Of course, I'm going to do it whenever I get it, but that hasn't happened in a long time. And I know a lot of you guys are the same way. Um, some first off, some of the ways you guys can get some 2 stars. I usually during champion training events, I will buy the 2 stars, even though my silver is low. Uh, the reason for that is that it's a lot easier just to buy these and whenever you can just summon. As you guys can see, I'm 160. I have 160 right now, so I'm not going to buy that one at the moment, but I will when we back out. So. The other big thing too is that between these two here, you guys can see here's the raid card and the XP boost. Uh, I personally do not think the raid card's worth it, and I'll show you guys what you guys should do instead. Reason for that is this is a month-long one, and it only happens in campaign battles. The 70 extra battles is great, but the problem is that you can just go in blue stacks or an auto clicker, and you guys can get even more multi battles than that. I have bought this in the past, and then I realized my mistake, and I'm going to show you guys what to spend the money on instead if you're going to spend money on anything, and that'll be later on in the video because there's a reason for it, and it actually will help you guys get 6 stars faster, and I'll show you guys that later. But whenever a training event comes, make sure you have an XP boost because that gives you obviously another 100% on top of your guys's EXP for your, uh, you know, going into the campaign and just hitting farm. So some of the ways I do this is, uh, I don't know why, but in my head, I don't like eating blues even with blues, and I know it's the same thing in the end, but for some reason my head just tells me don't do it, don't do it. So when I go to upgrade the blue here, the rare, I never want to eat just blues, and it's stupid, but just for some reason that's just the way I am. So what I will do is I will eat any green or uncommon and commons. As you guys can see there, I ate a common, and I will level those up, and I'll show you guys some of the ways I level these up, and I'll give you guys some info on how much energy it'll take to level up commons, uncommons, and stuff like that to the max, and how much energy with an with an XP boost. So we'll get the 3 up here, get that, and then I can go ahead and now level up the way I like to, anyways. If you guys aren't as picky as I am, you guys can just eat your 3 rares. It makes no difference, because in the end it's the same thing, right? And I know that, but for some reason I just have a hard time eating blues. Maybe it's because I don't have unlimited money, and it does look a little bit uh, worse in my opinion. Just when you see people eating their all their rares, just crunching them for EXP, it just bothers me. Now, after I make a uh, 3 star into a 4 star, what I will do is this, and this is where you guys can get tons of extra points despite it being food. Now, I use my potions, and some people will use them to level up their character all the way. Is it the most efficient way? No, but I understand. But for me, I like to use them this way. So I will take any 4 star. It doesn't matter if it's rare or if it's a, uh, in this case, an epic, uncommon, whatever you're leveling up to 4 star, and you're going to be eating or using as food or even leveling. And what I do is I go down. I will eat 2 brews and one uncommon or one common, sorry, and that'll get me level 15. And what that will get me is, we'll get part of my daily quest done. But if you go to the, not tournament, sorry, the event, and you go and look at the point structure, those extra 15 levels will get me 45 or 42 points because we don't get that first level. So it'll get me 42 points for nothing. Uh, a few silver, some pots that you guys will get all the way through it, and that's what I send my pots for is when these training events are going. And you guys can already see I've gone up over 100, I believe, points just from doing leveling 3 uncommons to 3 stars, and then leveling my 1 rare up to a 4 star, and then leveling one of them up to level 15. So that's what I will do for all these 4 stars over here, and uh, it gives you an extra 42 points for nothing. And yes, I'm going to be eating them, and you guys will see that right away. But it's 42 points for stuff you get for free. Farming, you'll get them in your events. You'll get them from your chests that you open up throughout the game and everything. And the only thing I would suggest to you guys is you guys can see here, I don't have very many force ones. What I ended up doing was I was leveling a whole bunch of force champions to get them to 4 star. Well, the problem with that now is that I've leveled up all forces and then I've ate away all my brews. So now uh, I have to wait till I get more force potions to level them up to 15. So I have to wait on that. What I would recommend is when you're leveling up characters to 30, you do 1 force, 1 spirit, and 1 magic. If you have voids that you guys don't need, I always keep a copy of every rare void because they're the hardest to get. Um, then use one of those whenever you're like if I needed to right now, I'd use a void, a spirit, and a magic just because I have so many of those pots. So and then this way you don't run out of pots really fast on one, but you have a whole bunch of others, kind of like what I got going on here. Something I've learned, unfortunately, the hard way. So as you guys can see here, I got some 40s ready to go here, so we're gonna upgrade one of these. And what I do is I look and I won't eat these ones. I also won't eat the chickens unless I need to. These are just from the events as I've been going along here. And the reason I don't want to eat these ones is because I want to turn them to 15. So what I will do is eat all my 15s. And the reason for that is I don't need these for anything specific at the moment. There is one thing I do need them for, but I'll show you that at the end of the video along with what I suggest you guys do with your raid pass. Kind of spoilers or hints. Um, so for the money you would spend on that raid pass. So now we'll go put it up to 5. Okay. And what I will do here is the same thing I've done here. I'm going to level him up to 15. And all I do for this one is take 2 pots and this time 2 commons. And that will put me to 15. Very minimal investment. But now for a 5-star, getting him up 14 levels. Oops, wrong one. You guys will see here once it loads. You can already see how much points I've already gone up just from that. It's 6 points per every level, and we just did 14. I've just gotten 84 points for nothing. So these are just ways you guys can easily boost up your points. And I'm not the first to come up with this. I freely admit this has been on other videos. I believe it's been on Reddit. So don't be thanking me for anything. I'm just trying to make sure that this information's out there, ways I use it, this information, and hopefully it helps you. Now, for the new player, this is not as easy because you need to have some mystery shards built up because you will blow through your mystery shards. This is why, for me, as somebody who doesn't, like I spend money, but I don't spend tons. Uh, I always seem to always have low mystery shards. I think the most I've ever gotten up to is 1500, and I don't know how the other people get so many, other than maybe because they farm a lot more than I do. I don't know. But I just blow through my mystery shards, either eating them like that, how I was showing you, or just buying them. I guess I buy them in the market every single time. That's what these are. So we'll buy this one by the way, before I forget. Um, so I don't know. Uh, I don't know how people have 4,000, 10,000. Maybe they just never open them and they just eat them, eat all rares. So, anyways, that's how I blow through my mystery shards. Good, easy way of doing it. Um, Eating away all these commons and whatnot. So now I'm going to show you guys some ways I level up my champions here. And the ways I do that, I'm going to get all my energy here. That's why I was saving it. Is I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do or commons to make them 2-star, and then if I choose to do that, that depends on my money situation, my shard situation, because there's been times where I've run out of um, what is it? Out of mystery shards, which is very surprising for a person that's played over a year now, but I have done it. So what I will do is if I go to 12 and 3, the best place you guys can farm, I go all the way over here, and let's just say I need more 2-stars. I don't have enough. What I will do is grab 3 level 1s, and I will go through it and level them. And I only level them twice. And the reason for that is the third one, you do not actually get the full benefit of putting them, like, the energy is kind of wasted. And what I mean by that is, uh, if you're getting, let's just say 8,700 energy, you're only needing 5,000. I don't know the numbers, but I'm just throwing these out there. You're wasting 3,500 energy for no reason when you could be putting that on a 2-star or a 3-star, leveling that up instead. So what I will do is, now that I have this, I will go back and I will go to my tavern and I will click on one of those level 8s here, and I will just feed him commons. And the reason for that is I got so many mystery shards, I can just use them like this. It also allows me to pull more shards because, as you guys seen, I was at 160 of 160, and it allows me to get more 2-stars. Especially when like right now, I don't have quite that problem, but there's times where I don't have any 2-stars, and it allows me to get more of them. So, and then we'll just upgrade. And there you go. We got another 2-star for 16 energy and 4 commons. Well, 5 because we had to use one to upgrade it. And what that cost me? Probably the same amount of silver I got back from doing those two. So, with the 2-stars, I'll tell you guys how many battles it takes with just the EXP boost, not the raid pass. I don't know the raid pass. I'm not buying the raid pass just to figure it out. It's not worth it, like I said. To level up any 2-star to well, 3 of them anyways. Level all 3 2-stars up to level 20, it takes 10 battles. So you're looking at 80 energy. Not bad. I mean, that makes one 3-star. You can make them all into 3-stars, and now you can level up a 3-star with just 80 energy technically. Now to level up that 3-star though to level 30, it takes 24 battles. And I mean, now we're starting to look at a little bit harder there. That's 192 energy, I believe. And that's one full energy refill and then about a half. So not bad. Now the one where it gets a little bit worse is 4-star. To level up a 4-star to max with obviously 3 of them. These are all 3 running with 3 of each one. It takes 52 battles. So you're looking at 416 energy just to level up 3 people to 40. Now this is where I was saying where you guys should spend your money instead. And I'm going to show you what I've done with it. If you guys do spend any money, I do recommend this is probably your best bet, your daily gem pack. Now, I'm almost done mine. What I recommend is you save up. and I believe you get 2140 if I remember correctly. 2,140 gems. Take those gems, buy your sparring pit. Now, what you do is you take those 4-star level 15s and you put them all in here and you fill up all these spots. And what you do is make sure they're all the same level. And the reason for that is then you only have to go in there once in a blue moon, like once every 3 hours, once every 4 hours, once every 5 hours, depending on what the cooldown is. This one I believe was 5 hours. So in 2 hours and 17 minutes, I can click all 5 of them at the same time instead of them all going off at different times. And if I'm busy, work, kids, life, you know how it is. Uh, Instead of me holding up one because I just can't get to it. Yeah, I'm holding up all 5, but when I go in there, I can hit all 5 and all 5 are ready to go. Instead of, let's just say this first one over here, he's ready to go. This one's ready in an hour. This one's ready in 2 hours and a half. This one's ready in 5 minutes, and this one's ready in a half an hour. Well, I don't want to plan my life around raid. That's not what I want to do. But so what I do is, hey, I get the notification. Even if it takes me a half an hour, who cares? I can hit all 5 up the next chance I get. And this way, they're not all over the place. It's not, I've seen people who have and this is not me bashing on them. I understand, like, if you don't, to each their own. If you're somebody who's very good at min-maxing and can do that, that's great. I can't. I'm terrible at memorizing when these things are going off. So I see a notification. Oh yeah, that's right. My guys are all ready. So, if you have if you have them all set at the same time, it's only one notification and then you got them all good. And what I've found is, and don't level them any more than the first level slot, by the way. It's not worth the gem cost. But what I've found is that in about a week to a week and a half, you will have a 5-star ready to go. Now, this does take some prep. So for somebody who's new, this is not the best place to put your gems. Somebody who's mid game, it depends. You're gonna have to make that choice yourself. If you have a lot of 3 stars, 4 stars, you're farming a lot. Every 5 days for me, the 5th day I will farm a lot because I get that XP boost banner thing here. I will go and make sure I have a whole bunch of 4-star level 15s ready so I can put it in my sparring pit for the next time. And the reason why I say a whole bunch is you could have 5. The problem with that is then you just have them sitting there at level 40 and you can't upgrade them. So, like for me, what my job this week, before my XP boost drops, is to make sure I have enough to upgrade all these, and then also have enough sitting, and at least 5 more sitting there for the next go around, just in case that sparring pit finishes before my next XP boost comes, so that I'm never wasting this. This is free energy, and yes, it takes a little bit to do, but just think about it. On top of your normal farming, you're getting an extra level a 6-star for for $10, and that's not even taking up all your gems, because each unlock here is 300 energy. That's 1,200, or sorry, crystals. That's 1,200 crystals out of the 2,140 you guys can get for $10. That's $10 American. I believe for me as a Canadian, it's 13, $14, something like that. And all you have to do is just hold it up till you have 300. Just throw it on there. Just level up something until you get all 5 slots open. And when you get all 5 slots open, boom, throw in those 4 stars. Now, we had this discussion with my clan. Some people were saying they put in 2 stars, they put in 3 stars, and some say they put in their 6 stars. Well, that's why I showed you guys, or told you guys anyways, how many battles it takes to level up each of these. 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. Now, my personal opinion, the reason why I don't level 5 stars, I don't have enough characters I want to be ready to go into 6 stars. Reason I don't level 6 stars, I don't have enough 6 stars I need to level up to 60. So what's my best bet at the moment? Well, 4 stars, because then I have them sitting there ready for when I pull that legendary, I pull that epic, I pull that character, somebody finds this new way, like the Bat Eater clan boss thing. You have your Seeker sitting there. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, I want to level him up. Well, now it's going to take, either you're wasting all your gems on just leveling that one guy up, making him food and everything. It's boring. Never mind all the other stuff you have to set up for it. Or you could have done this just to have it sitting there ready to go. So this is the idea I got from this is not specifically mine. Chosen's on there. He says all the time that he goes and looks at the sparring pit and kind of whenever he sees things like either it's not completely unlocked or he sees people who have different levels or anything like that. So that's why I kind of got the idea from that, seeing that, and then I realized, wait a second, that's 1 6 star I can make every single week and a half if I chose to. So the reason I don't, sorry, I'm kind of going off on a tangent too there. The reason I don't do a 3 star for all 5 slots like this is because I don't have too much trouble. It's one refresh and a half to make a 3 star level 30. Reason I don't do a 2 star, it takes just over half of a refresh to make a 2 star level uh, 20. So when I looked at it, I'm like, well, 4 star makes the most sense. That's what a lot of people have said on Reddit and all those other places. So I agree with them. It makes the most sense. It's also you're not getting a notification every half a hour saying it's ready because in the first 15 levels, that's also why I do the two brews and the common. It's like half an hour, 20 minutes between levels, and you know people have to work, kids, like I said, life. Not you're not always sitting around ready to click that button, so it's kind of wasted energy. So I hope some of these makes more have or makes more sense, but it also helps you guys to doing it. So um, my recommendation is don't buy this raid pass or card. The XP is not worth it. The silver you get from it, just go farm spider. You get so much more silver from that. And the extra multi battles, like I said, use blue stacks. It's makes way more sense. So um, for the, I believe they're the same price if I remember correctly. Let's just see here. Yeah, see for me it's the same price. So you could buy this or you could buy this right here and you get 21 or 2140 and you can use that to get that sparring pit or to after that's done, I'm just throwing them now into Minotaur and just putting gearing or getting all the guys' masteries up. So this has way more uh, utility than that raid card does. Or if you need silver, I do. I just have too many things going on right now. Hey, I need silver. Go do spider run. Uh, Obviously, not everybody's able to do it in 30 seconds. That's my fastest, but for some reason now I can't even go that fast. I have my gear spread out to my arena teams now. It's about a minute. You know, just go and spend the crystals on that and build up your silver just by selling all the jewelry and all that stuff. So guys, I hope this helped you. Leave a comment below if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to add on to it to, try to give me more help. Maybe you guys can help me figure out better ways of doing it than what I'm currently doing. If so, I'd appreciate it. Um, Anyways, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.